I know that some of you out there might be possibly even upset that I tackled the subject of the New World Order in my last video. I know that some of you may have thought that I could have got beyond that sort of thing. Well, I have in one particular context, but in another particular context, I think there's a few other things that need to be at least thought about, if not discussed to a certain degree. I mean, what if there was an actual benefit to a global order? I mean, seriously, if there was some kind of real rationale to have a global government, global democracy, whereby all of the individuals within society, and that means from the poorest countries to the richest countries and everywhere in between, had some kind of democratic right, and whereby all the levels of government within your own nation and outside of it had some kind of democratic accountability crossing borders. I mean, then, individual nations could choose on the strength of their votes as to whether they should go for globalization or not. I mean, currently, there are people who say, globalization is evil, but of course, they got no say in the game. But you've got to have a certain quantity of global power to be able to lay down a law to prevent sort of global intrusion upon your way of life. Do you see where I'm coming from there? Do I think that the UN should be in charge? No, I don't really think so at all. In fact, I can point you to a particular blog which will demonstrate that my ideas might be contrary to that. And yes, this particular blog comes from an organization which has been incredibly unsuccessful in bringing about a new world order. And I think they're quite proud of the fact they're unsuccessful. But there's something about the blogs which these people write and the way in which they say things, which does portray another argument, which is in fact quite interesting. Maybe there is some good to be had through promoting a new world order. Not the new world order of David Icke and Alex Jones's wet dream. I mean, a new world order based upon a form of advanced liberal democracy. Now, that might actually make some sense. It's definitely something to consider. And considering the mess that the economy is in, on a global scale, it might actually be worthwhile having a new world order, purely for the purposes of sorting that out using a federal system.